Hello, happy Monday. Thank you for being here with me. Welcome to Fireside Chat with Kimberly. Thank you to our sponsor, our newest sponsor, Fabolish. They're the sponsor for this week's talks. I am very excited. I only spent a few minutes on their website, but there is falafel and there are dips and oh, it looks like all kinds of vegan goodness. So I'm very excited to check that out, and you should check that out too. I'll post their link shortly. Prize packs for this month's contest have been graciously donated by Hodo Foods, Follow Your Heart, Cinnaholic, Orgain, Revolution Gelato, and Terraseed. And as always, I invite my viewers to enter the monthly contest at virtualvegfest.com and click on the contest tab for details. Entering is super easy just by liking and or subscribing to our social media and Virtual Veg Fest YouTube channel. You're entered to win one of these amazing prize packs. And that happens every single month. So get in there. Who doesn't want to win amazing vegan prize packs? All right. Well, hello and welcome. If you're watching, let me know you're here. Say hello. If you've got questions, as always, you guys know the drill. And if you've never been here before, welcome. The drill is that I always come here with a topic, but you are welcome to ask or, talk about anything vegan related. Hey, Susan, thanks so much for being here tonight. So if you've got a question that's not related to what I'm talking about, don't be afraid. Post it in the comments and we'll switch it up. So first, I want to talk about some exciting news in the kind of fast food, fast casual, I guess they really call it. First, Cold Stone Creamery. Um, they have announced, so they've had Cold Stone's always had like sorbets that were vegan, but they haven't had a vegan ice cream where you could do all the fun mix-ins, and because they have plenty of toppings mix-ins that are vegan. Hey Patricia, thanks so much for being here. But they never had ice cream. It was always sorbet, and I don't know. It's probably maybe it's not a little weird. I was just gonna say maybe it's a little weird to take a sorbet and mix in some Oreos, but maybe it's not, or some nuts or something. But anyway, I'm going off the rails here. What I'm excited about is that they're actually launching a vegan ice cream. And it's not just going to be in select locations, they are doing it across all 931 of their locations. So if you have a Cold Stone Creamery near you and you haven't been since you went vegan, or maybe that's what's keeping you from going vegan, they are launching that soon. They partnered with Silk. And so the ice cream is a um, chocolate almond milk ice cream. Uh, and if you've been to Cold Stone, there are things you can order right off the menu. They have fun names and there's like all the mix-ins and you just tell them the name that you want and they just make your ice cream. Well, they've done one for the vegan option too, and it is called Don't Cry Over Spilled Silk. And it will include, I think, nuts, Oreos, and peanut butter in the chocolate silk ice cream. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to at least give it a whirl. Some people feel like I don't want to give money to places that don't have that, still have animal products, still sell animal products. And I totally get that. I do. But I also like to be, as a person who, coaches people on going vegan, as a person who has a show like this and who joins the vegan stew, I like to try these things so that if people ask me about it, I can have an informed opinion. So, I mean, and also like we have to be realistic, right? Most of us shopping at grocery stores, everything we buy is vegan, but grocery stores have plenty of non-vegan things too. So, I hear you if you're like, I'm never giving Cold Stone my money. Cool. I don't know that I will after I give it a try once. I guess we'll see. But anyway, once I do give it a whirl, I'll update everyone on the show following whenever I get a chance to give it a try. Hopefully soon. Another super exciting thing that that's recently been announced, and I know that it's been tested in a couple of markets, but it's going across the country now. Chipotle has a vegan chorizo. I don't know if I'm gonna try this one. And it has nothing to do with Chipotle. I thoroughly enjoy a nice sofritos veggie sofritas? Yeah, sofritas veggie bowl with extra guacamole, all that. I thoroughly enjoy that. I don't like chorizo. Well, actually, I've never had chorizo made with animals. I've only had the vegan chorizos, and I do not like the sauce. My husband loves it. It's like his favorite thing when we make tacos. If he gets a chance to pick up some of the like soy rizo or whatever in the grocery store, he will do that because he loves it so much. And then he microwaves it, and the whole house smells terrible for like 3 days. But that's just my opinion. He thinks it's good. He thinks it's amazing. So I don't know. I might have to send him to Chipotle and give this one a try and let me know what he thinks. Because I don't know that I'd have anything positive to say because I really don't like it. Uh, but if you are a chorizo fan, this might be great for you. So it's just really, it's so exciting to see places that aren't vegan adding more vegan options. And I know that a lot of times these companies see the money, they see the potential in raking in a lot of money. And as far as I'm concerned, that's okay, because if it's getting more vegan options out there and meat eaters are comfortable with the brands, like they know this brand, they eat other things made by that brand, if they're willing to consider trying something else, like we never know. What's the one thing that got you to go vegan? Like it's not going to be the same for everyone. So what if it's the one thing? What if someone finally goes vegan because they live for Chipotle and now Chipotle has a vegan chorizo and they're like, "Oh, well, if Chipotle has a vegan chorizo, maybe I can do it now." Like it can be something that small. So, Susan, I have not tried No Evil Foods chorizo. I guess I should, huh? It's good. I'll have to I'll keep an eye out for it, and if I see it in stores, I think the Target by me has a lot of no evil stuff, so I will definitely check that out, and I'll give it a try. I will. Yeah. Thank you, Susan. That's right, Patricia. That's my thought, and it's just like when people get all upset about like Burger King having an Impossible Burger. Oh, it's not for vegans. Okay, great. That's okay that it's not for vegans because we've got plenty of other things. And if we're in a pinch and we need vegan food and we're stuck in a place that only has Burger King, well, we've got an option. But I think that it makes it seem less weird. So many people even now don't even know what the word vegan means. Oh, Susan, not too hot. Okay. Yeah, I love spicy food. It's just weird. Maybe it's like, is it smoky? I'm not a huge fan of like smoky flavors, so I don't know if that's what's in the chorizo that really turns me off, but I'm gonna give it a try. You say it's good, I'm gonna give it a shot as soon as I find it. But what was I saying? I think that yeah, I think that like no matter what, if we can get more companies pumping out vegan stuff and getting meat eaters to see it as kind of like a normal thing, where it doesn't surprise them when there's like vegan options on menus or vegan options within product lines. Like if they can just walk through the grocery store and seeing pints of vegan ice cream is the same like as pints of dairy ice cream, I think that that really starts to mainstream us. And like, part of being vegan and being on the outside is like kind of cool. We're doing our own thing. We've got our own club, but we're also doing it not for us. We're doing it for the animals. So whatever, like Patricia said, whatever it takes. So if we can get people who are willing to go vegan because it seems more normal now. I mean, think about the amount of people that have things like social anxiety and the idea of being different. And you hear it a lot about like teenagers, kids at school, they don't want to be different than their friends, they want to fit in. A lot of adults have that too. And it's okay. I mean, humans are tribal. We need to be accepted, we need to be loved, we need to be part of something. So if we feel like going vegan puts us outside, puts us, in our reptilian brain at risk, in danger, because there's no one there to be with us, we're not part of a group anymore. If that stops somebody, they're like, "Oh, I'd love to go vegan, but like, my family's against it, or, I don't know any vegans. It feels weird. I wouldn't know where to start. What if people didn't like me anymore? What if nobody wants to date me?" Man, let me tell you, I had quite a few people who were like, and I was vegetarian at the time, so still eating cheese, not so difficult to like go out on a date or make food for someone. And even then they were like, "Nah, this is too much. This is too weird." So like, of course, like some people are just going to not be comfortable. And if they're not comfortable and that's what holds them back, like why not have companies that they do feel comfortable with making products that they're willing to try, they're willing to buy. And then, like I said, like it becomes like normal because they see the stuff mixed in with all of the other stuff. And I think that was kind of the purpose of Beyond Meat, right? Where their section of the grocery store, they didn't want to be put in with the vegan meat substitutes. They wanted to be right in the middle with the packaged animal flesh. They wanted to be right there so that it would be, as a person was reaching for, hamburger made from cows, that maybe they would go, "What's this?" And they'd pick up Beyond Beef. Because I think that so many of us, if we really think about it, like people before they go vegan, if they really sit and think about exactly what is who is on their plate, they have feelings about that. And I think a lot can come up and make them want to make a different choice. So maybe want to go vegan or start to go vegan. And I don't know. Like I've said it like 3 times now, and I'm sorry to repeat myself, but I think it's important that we just make it normal. Like we just eat the same things almost. And that nothing that we are eating is weird. And like now, like with beauty products and stuff, like all of that is just like the brands, and I think that's kind of always been the case, but brands are just like mixed in. So I mean, you have to read the label, right, to make sure that you're getting vegan beauty products. But like that stuff's already very mainstream, I think, to be kind of aware of animal testing. But the food, people I think are really starting to understand. And I mean, if you really pay attention to how um, pandemics start, and I'm not getting into this, we're not going to have a conversation. That's not what the show's about. We're not going to talk about that. But it starts with animals and our treatment and use of them. So, also, if you want to check out, if you haven't read it yet, Dr. Greger's How to Survive a Pandemic. Whoa, a lot of information in there. Very interesting. Um, Yeah. So, I mean, that's really what I was thinking about tonight. I was thinking about, Cold Stone and Chipotle and all these other places that are not vegan. One of my cats was just yelling. They're not vegan by any stretch of the imagination, but they're bringing in more vegan items. And I think it's amazing. And I think that we should encourage it. And those want to, who are willing to spend their money there to get the message that this food is valued and wanted, please do it. And tell your friends who are looking for alternatives that these are places you can go and get, and try out new vegan foods. It's very exciting. It's a good time to go vegan. Any day is a good day to go vegan, but why not today? Why not right now? Okay. Well, it's a little quiet tonight, and that's all right. It's Monday after all, start of the new year. A lot of people just back to work. Maybe it was a little exhausting today, but that was a great segue, and I didn't even do it on purpose. I just wanted to quickly mention that I am doing a workshop at the end of this month with a friend of mine who is a compassionate communication expert. And we're going to do kind of a 2-hour virtual Zoom self care Sunday type thing where I will lead a meditation. We'll talk about how to communicate. So while the workshop itself is not focused on vegans, it certainly can be helpful if you are struggling to talk with maybe people in your family about your veganism, about maybe animal rights, learning how to communicate compassionately and kindly. I mean, we can all use it, right, vegan or not. And then I'll close out, then I'll wind down the workshop with some crystal grid healing and some reiki healing, and then we'll have time for questions, and it'll just be a really chill but informative and potentially life changing workshop. So I'm going to post a link for that if you want to sign up. Early bird pricing is, I think, until next Tuesday. And that is January 16th is when we're doing the workshop. But I'll post a link, share it with anyone you think might be interested. And I'm also going to post a link to Fabalish, who is our newest sponsor. Definitely want to check out their stuff. Let's just quickly get those links for you. All right, here is the link to my workshop. And then we'll get a link to Fabalish. Oops. I was in the I just went to copy the link for Fabalish and I was actually shopping, so it wasn't copying the link to their main page. So here it is. Here's the link to their main page. All right. Well, as always, you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Did You Bring the Hummus? If you have questions or comments, or there's a topic that you would love to hear covered on this show, please send me a message via either of those social medias, or you can go to the Virtual Veg Fest live site, Fireside Chat. There's a little button right at the top of the page that says, send me a message, send me a message. And I'll make sure that your question or your topic is covered in a future episode. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Patricia. I really appreciate that. Please do share those. Awesome. Well, have an amazing, incredible week. Vegan Stew is off this week. You've got Coach Kayla on Wednesday. So I will see you back here next Monday. Have an amazing week. I love you all so much. Bye.